stuck. It just sank.
Pulled me right in. The other side's not even touching.
At a Perth freight depot, tempers are fraying.
Hey! Hey!
Husband and wife driving team, Gordo and Shu, are in the middle of a truckie's nightmare.
We just come back from Newman and we're going back up there again.
Bad weather caused them delays. Instead of resting at home, the bosses told them to turn around and do it all again.
Different job to other people. They run it once their time's up, they go home. But not with us.
It's over a 2,000 kilometre return trip to the same place.
Comes out of our time off, yeah, which is a bit of a bummer. But never mind, that's bloody trucking for you, mate.
After a frustrating last trip, they're hoping for an easy run. But the cyclone that held them up is still menacing the northwest.
At this time of the year, you've got to deal with cyclones, floods, the cattle and the fires. So you've got the whole lot. You have?
We probably won't get home till tomorrow afternoon.
Only if there's no water up the road. If there's water up the road and we can't get through to the marina, we're stuck again. Going up.
A couple of wide ones up there in front of us.
The late start has thrown them into the peak hour.
Never gets better, just gets worse.
By the time they clear the city, they're already behind schedule. And on the run to Australia's booming mining towns, there's always the chance they'll be sharing the road, with trucks even bigger than they are.
Another delay, another thing of what happens when you get behind time. It don't stop, it just seems to accumulate from there on. It's one of those dump trucks at the mines. I think they said he was 8.5, this bloke. That's metres I'm talking about too. Be a 200 tonner, that thing. If we had been a couple of minutes earlier, we'd have got him back down there.
After a 30-minute wait, Gordo thinks there's just enough room and clear road to squeeze past.
Still all right up there?
Is that road over there already? Over in the distance there and there?
Heavy rain has already washed away large chunks of the highway.
The water just lifts the road and the road's given way.
The more vehicles that go over it, the more it chops up while the water's running. And that's why they usually like to try and stop you running through it until the water goes. But if it's going to last for a few days, once it gets down a bit, they let you go because all the mines and towns up north start running out of food.
Shu's been sent a video warning them of what the road is like up ahead.
You see how he's coming through? That's what you're up against there. Job's done, buddy.
With increased numbers of trailers come increased risks.
Yeah, have a safe one.
And on one of her trailers, something is troubling Shu. One of the loads looks to have shifted. Even worse, something could have fallen off. A lost load could turn a bad trip into a disaster.
This one, look, the whole lot's tipped. That's what you don't need. Yeah, it'll have to be done. What's this one like? Yeah, that one's all right. This is a problem. Gordy, the tyres have all come away. The tyres. That's all. come undone.
The chains holding on a brand new 20-ton road roller have also come loose.
And as you can see, I've had to get Gordo out.
They lose a valuable half hour while they secure the load.
Hang on, I'm twisted.
But it's just too dangerous to risk not fixing it.
I always like to make sure that if I get Gordo out of bed, it's, you know, for the right reason. No, he's pretty good that way. These freaking tyres will be the bane of my life.
Shu's stint at the wheel is not going well.
My strap's loose on that same part with the tyres. So obviously the tyres have moved again. The whole pallet's collapsed. Just what we need. You know what I've got to do, don't you? I've got to get Gordo out of bed again. We've got to lift that gate up because it's completely come out. See? It's still going to stay. Hello? I know you're going to hate me, but the gate's come out completely. The whole load's moved. All the tyres have moved. The strapping's come undone. Silence. Look at this. The gate's come out. I have to lose weight. I am too fat. Oh, to be a skinny bitch, I'd love it. Hang on. Gotta tire up me. Tire up me butt. I know my butt's big, but. It's not gonna do any difference. Why the did they put this freaking gate on here when it don't fit? Oh, that one's come undone as well. What are we gonna do? Is that better? I gotta be a skinny chick somewhere. I'm too fat.
This stop has cost more precious time, and there are signs the cyclone to the north is about to strike.
I'll wait for them to come through.
Gordo and Shu have hit a flooded 500-metre stretch of highway.
Freaking slow.
That could be safe to cross, or an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, he's just hit a hole. A hole there.
We're coming at the Kenworth there.
Got you, buddy?
Yeah, just a quarter way along there, you probably see me rock side by side. There's a great big hole there. On the way down, half of your side's washed out.
No worries. Thanks a lot, buddy. You have a safe one.
Okay, cheers, thanks for waiting.
No worries. Okay. Let's go. And we've got to go over this side. So over this way, you reckon, Gordo?
Shu has to try to avoid the holes where the road has been washed out. But if she drives too close to the edge of the bitumen, she risks ending up in the river.
He was just about here and he went down a hole. Yeah.
There's usually ripples in the water where there's a hole, you know. That's rushing across and you'll see that there will sometimes to be a big ripple and other times to be a small one. In this way a bit.
All right.
So you could have said, well, you'll get right over there.
Yeah, I know, but...
Get over here.
Okay, I'm coming back over, Gordo, but the f***ing holes...
Otherwise you'll be bogged.
All right. I was trying to avoid the holes.
This way a bit. You're getting over too far.
I know, but there's a holes here.
Yeah, but you want to fall out in there. I'd rather go into the hole than fall out in there.
All right, all right, all right.
I'll get dressed.
Gordo and Shu's trip from hell is about to get worse. They arrive at their destination, the mining town of Newman, just as it's being savaged by the fringes of the cyclone. Their job of dropping off trailers and hooking up new ones just got more stressful.
That way! That's the way my fucking thumbs goes. That's the way you gotta go. Jesus.
Stand right from the dolly, so I can't see. Hang on to that. I told you before, don't stand in front of the dolly. So I can see where I'm going.
I'll tell you where to go.
They need an address for another trailer pickup from the depot. But it's deserted.
I knew he wouldn't remember the address, and there's no address on here.
Shu and Gordo are at breaking point.
We're not running around with a trailer on the back trying to find another depot. You can't run around with a trailer on
Hey, listen, I've got a bloody good idea where it is, so look, stop bloody...
Gordo thinks he knows where the other trailer is. He'd better be right. This storm could close the road they came in on, and they could be stuck up here for weeks.
Well, it's a short line resident, so that's 3375.
Yeah.
It's pitch black, and they need to find the new location quickly.
Way up there.
Okay, back up. Okay.
Is there a time you eat your meal? What is the time? 1 o'clock, 12:30? There you go. Dinner.
It's early morning, and after driving over 1,000 kilometres to get here, they're ready to turn around and do it all over again. But they're barely out of town when there's more bad news.
Here for the night. If the road's closed.
I'm going to have to get off the road. Pardon?
I said, I don't know where you're going to go.
Neither do
Unless
I.
you pull up behind that one up there.
Well, we're stuck. We can't go anywhere. We have to wait till the road opens. So, there we go. More dramas. Another day in paradise. We're at Newman. We're at beautiful downtown Newman at Capricorn Roadhouse. And we've been here since 2 o'clock this morning, and it is now, what is the time? It is now 9:15 and the road is still closed. And the facilities up here are A1. Believe you me. There's nothing open, nothing at all.
All Gordo and Shu can do is sit it out. There's only one highway back to Perth, and it's still underwater.
That's it. Once you've lost a day, you've lost a day. There's nothing else you can do. You just got to try and get around it as best as you can.
Oh, guess what, fellas? The road's open. Will I run over the sign? Shu?
Yeah?
I reckon he's gone to snoozy. And he's gone off the bloody road, eh?
Oh my God.
After a long night, it's a relief to be back on the road.
So do you want anything else for lunch? One left, a little pink one. These were nice, actually. Trouble is, you get behind the steering wheel and you just think you're a bloody eating machine, you see. And then you go to the doctor says to you, you got to diet. And I think to myself, where do I get the time? Oh, surely you can stop for half an hour and do half an hour walk. Like, hello? What planet are you on? It ain't my planet you're on. But I got to start losing weight again, I do. Go on, Gordo, say it. It's your turn to say it.
I hear that every Monday.
Gordo and Shu have now been on the road for 36 hours, and they're still 600 kilometres from home. But when you're an Outback trucker, this is home. Perth, Western Australia. Woody Bryant is loading his truck for a vital supply run.
We're just working out the last little bit of space that we have left. It's always a little bit tight.
Woody's made his name delivering goods to places beyond the reach of most truckers.
What we do is we cart food to remote Aboriginal communities.
He's loading up 18 tonnes of vacuum-packed eggs, flour, meat, cereals and other essential supplies for an emergency run north.
We have to do an urgent food delivery out to the community of Punmu.
Punmu is completely dependent on outside supplies to survive.
Usually I'm out there at least a month before this. This is the first opportunity that I've had to get out there.
A cyclone and heavy wet season rains have battered Punmu, completely isolating its 180 inhabitants from the outside world.
They're running low on food. They are 100% reliant that I get that food to them. If I don't get out there, they have no food. What they've had out there is a Category 4, almost 5 cyclone. They've had 500 millimetres of rain. You know, that's half a metre. And at this stage, I've got no idea what the road conditions will be like. Am I going to be driving through big, big pools of water?
The cyclone's taken out the phone lines. If Woody's truck gets bogged, he's completely on his own.
There's no phone reception out there, there's nothing. It's a really big place out there, so you've got to be prepared for anything.
With over 100 litres of water and 2,000 litres of diesel fuel added to the load, Woody's set to go.
Well, this is just about it. It's all loaded, so it's time to lock it up and leave. Fingers crossed we won't have any drama this time.
It's a wet send-off, an ominous sign of the dangers that lie ahead.
So you can see they've had rain here. I don't know what that road's going to be like because of all the rain they've had recently. Who knows what's going to happen because of all the rain they've had recently. It's a bit of a financial risk to be going up there, but at the end of the day, they've got to have food. That bit is not negotiable.
Now the rain clouds have given way to blistering sun.
Right now, we've just passed the 26th parallel, so we're officially in the Pilbara.
With the mercury over 40 degrees, Woody's refrigeration unit is working flat out, protecting 18 tonnes of perishable food from scorching outback temperatures.
The biggest issue is making sure everything is still frozen when I get there.
The intense heat puts extra pressure on Woody's wheels.
It's 41 degrees, so we've backed the speed down a little bit so as to not generate too much heat and pressure in the tyres. That way they don't go bang and I don't have to get out there and change them.
The recent rains have left part of the route off limits.
Just had a look at my weather maps. At the moment, the road between Newman and Marble Bar, which is 80% dirt, is closed to trucks and motor vehicles.
If the road stays closed, Woody will be forced into a 600-kilometre detour. A 24-hour delay for his precious cargo.
And looking to the north, it's getting darker. I don't know what we're in for.
Reaching the turn-off to Punmu, Woody gets a lucky break.
It seems main roads have opened the road to high-clearance four-wheel drives and trucks only, but it's subject to flash flooding, so there's obviously been a bit of rain somewhere.
The track may be open, but the bad weather has left its mark.
This is one of the reasons the road was closed, because of all the sandy shale that gets washed into here, and then you can't get through.
It's an obstacle course, water hazards, brutal corrugations.
It's already starting to get corrugated, as you can hear.
Punishing him and his truck.
Yeah, we're about 20 hours from the community, depending on road conditions.
The freezer is already struggling.
I've just noticed in my mirror, I've got a control panel for the fridge. The warning lights come on, so I'm just going to stop here and have a look, make sure it's all okay. I hope it's nothing serious. What it's done, it's got a loose belt.
Woody needs to get it running again, and fast.
The evaporator inside the unit would have thawed out.
If his freezer unit packs it in, the trailer load of fresh food will be destroyed.
Okay, I've just got to adjust the main drive belt for the fan, for the evaporator and the condenser.
The fan belt has slipped, jarred by brutal corrugations. Woody needs to muscle it back in place.
We'll run it up now, and now the fan will do the proper speed that it should instead of the belt slipping, and hopefully it'll be all right.
Job done, and Woody's praying nothing else goes wrong.
Bloody corrugations. There's always a few rough spots. Hopefully the road hasn't been washed out too much in the floodways. When it rains a lot. The ground can only absorb maybe 10 millimetres of rain, And then after that, the rain's got nowhere to go, so of course everything just gets flooded.
If Woody hits more trouble out here, there's no one to help.
We're basically on our own. No one could give me an update on that road condition report.
No phone reception, no sign of human life. But Woody still has to watch out for free roaming traffic.
Come off. The cattle tend to hang out in the floodways where all the trees and the shade is, but they see the truck coming and they have to get from that side of the road to this side of the road so they can watch it drive past. I don't know why they do that. Some of them are just dumb as a box of rocks.
Up ahead, a welcome sight. A work crew is repairing the recent cyclone damage to the track.
We've just turned onto the road itself, which is all dirt, and it's obviously rained a lot out here because, as you can see, there's a grader and a roller and there'll be a water truck out here. The further we go out in the bush, the worse the road's getting, the way everything is shaking.
With each kilometre, the road deteriorates.
We're doing 25 kilometres an hour. In some spots even slower. It's going to take forever. Hard on your back and your arms because the steering wheel's always shaking. And it doesn't matter which bit of the road you drive on because most of it's been washed away. Just coming over the last hill, and there's the community. So we've made it. It's always a good feeling to get out here.
Woody and his load are a welcome sight for the locals. After weeks of being cut off from the outside world.
The minute we've unloaded the trailer and they open the store, every man and his dog will be here buying food. We'll have a bit of a look and see how everything's travelled.
The load looks okay.
Righto.
But after the bashing his freezer unit took, Woody's not sure if the frozen food has survived the trip.
Just getting all the dry goods out so we can get to the front section and just check the freezer. Here's the big moment of truth. We'll open the freezer up. Ooh, yep, it's cold. Frozen solid.
At last, Punmu's only store is open for business.
It always brings me joy to see how happy they are and all the little kids that they all turn up when they see the truck.
Woody's a trained mechanic by trade. As part of his haulage contract, he helps repair the community's ailing machinery.
And it's up to me to try and work out what it is. Can I fix it on site? What parts do I need? Seen better days. And I repair it for them. That's what the new filter looks like compared to the old one.
With the nearest mechanic 400 kilometres away, Woody's help is invaluable to the people of Punmu.
Those machines have to be serviced regularly because it's a very dusty environment.
With more bad weather on the way, Woody needs to work fast.
Apparently the tropical low that we've been discussing has turned into a cyclone. And if we get a torrential downpour, then that's it, we're stuck. We've got a bit of a problem here with this air compressor. The belts are broken on it. Let's see if we can get this on. Oh, get on there. So I'm just going to start it up now and, yeah, let's see.
Fixed. And Woody can turn for home.
Hopefully we'll get back out before the cyclone comes.
See you next time.
Back on the dirt again.
Woody successfully delivered the essential supplies to this remote outpost. He's beaten the rains and got their machinery working.
It's not a job, it's an adventure. Every trip.
Mission accomplished. In stormy Alice Springs, long-distance legend Steve Graham has a lot weighing on his mind.
There's a big monsoon sitting over the top end of Australia. I'm hearing that the rivers are going up right, left and centre, so they want me to get this into Darwin as quickly as I can.
Steve's heading for the turbulent tropical top end. A cyclone has just struck, bringing in record rainfalls, sweeping away roads and creating a huge inland sea.
Don't go silly in the wet season. It's caught a lot of fellas out over the years.
On this drive, his faithful companion Bella will be missing from the cabin.
What's in there, Belle? Is there food in there? What's in there? What's in there?
A young, inexperienced trucking dog that got too close to Steve's wheels and paid a terrible price.
She was doing that bad habit she had of barking at tyres. She was under the vehicle. I didn't know what was going on. I felt the car run up on her, and her rib, this sharp rock about as big as my fist, was laying on the ground, and that, where the car pushed her down, that punched up, and that's what broke her ribs in her side.
Bella survived. Just. But she's seriously injured and confined to bed back in Perth.
She's minus a couple of ribs now and a few ends of rib bones. Did a lot of damage to the poor little dog.
Steve won't see her for another 6 days. That's if he makes it through this wet.
What worries me up north is that monsoon just dumping hundreds and hundreds of millimetres of rain every day and just filling up all those rivers and floodways. This freight that I've got on here on this forward leg's fairly time critical, so I'm going to get on with it, get this load on as quick as I can and get out of here. On this trailer I've got a container full of building product, and these are all windows, very, very valuable, expensive windows. You don't want to put anything on top of it. It makes it shift inside its framework, and when glass moves, it either fractures or it stars or it goes crazy. It's not good. I don't like carding glass, but that's what we've got. Well, I better get up there and get in front of it before they shut things.
As Steve heads off, the weather gods smile on him. But he can't relax. Out here, conditions can change very quickly.
Yeah, thanks for that, mate. I'm getting calls that there's water over the road up here. You don't want to hit it at 100 kilometres an hour and start skating everywhere. It could be much more of the same. It's got a fair bit of flow to it, that water. It's coming down off the hill pretty quick.
Record wet season rainfall has drenched the top end. There's a risk the road ahead will be closed. A new day. And for Steve, it's a reminder of his missing canine companion.
Normally I'd have my little mate jumping out here to have a run around, but no Bella.
The news ahead doesn't help. Rising floodwaters.
The next bridge past Katherine, the water's nearly up to the bridge. And if it gets to the top of the bridge, they'll shut the road.
To beat it, he must push on.
It's the wet season. What else can you talk about in the wet season? Rain and how hard it is to make $1.
With all the distractions, even the best can make mistakes.
You know, a bloke's been a steering wheel attendant for 2 days now, and I'm starting to lose it. My bonnet rope that I pull the bonnet up with to check the oil, I forgot to take it off the bull bar this morning. When it first came up over the edge of the bug deflector, I thought it was a bloody snake. There was a snake under the truck last night when I walked out to get some gear out. There was a python under the truck.
All around him, signs of the big wet.
There's a bit of road damage through here from where the water's washed over the road.
But Steve's luck is in. The road's dry and the river's passable.
I reckon I've dodged a bullet again. There's a hell of a storm out there, but it seems to have swung off to the west. I might have missed it.
After a 1,500-kilometre slog, he's made it. With the wet season still threatening,
I don't want to hang around in Darwin.
he needs a quick turnaround or risk being stuck on his home run.
I want to head south and west. The more west and the further south I get, the more water I'm leaving behind me. Well, there's the road down near Broome.
For Steve Graham, the highway home is looking wrecked.
But I have had a phone call saying that they've got machines going out there and they're pouring a big heap of dirt in that. They hope within 48 hours to get that open. They are only temporary repairs. If there's big rain down there, it'll blow them out.
He's hauling oil pipes bound for Broome,
Fingers crossed I can slip through these puddles and slide home.
with more freight to pick up on the way.
It must be going to rain. My knee is giving me shit. It's playing up something shocking. It must be feeling the weather. I'm into it.
Straight away, the monsoon threatens.
She's a bit wet out there. The visibility is not too good. You just back it off a bit. I hate driving in heavy rain. Driving rain is scary. It's just not worth roaring along at 100 when it's like this. It's bloody silly. It's certainly not a fun drive when it's like this.
He's made it through. 300 kilometres to the small town of Katherine to pick up more freight.
Sort that out this afternoon, we'll be good.
But then,
The road's closed here. The low-level crossing's underwater.
making matters worse, there's no room here for a road train to turn around.
Usually you can go around the block or around the rock or whatever.
Steve has no choice but to try an unknown driveway. There's not enough room here either.
Not going to do it.
Steve's stuck. Campground owner Glenn lends a hand.
Thank you for your help. I've got to get past your post here, mate. Just watch me out the front, will you, on your post?
Steve's due to be loading extra freight by now. His clients are waiting. But turning the truck and 2 trailers in this tight space is proving impossible.
Nah, not going to do it.
In sweltering conditions, Steve will have to split up his truck, wasting precious time. But more help is at hand.
I'll watch you. You stop me if I'm starting to bend anything, will you?
Before you touch, I'll stop you. Yeah.
Old mate Scruffy, a local transport company employee, has spotted Steve's predicament.
So I'm in a situation, so stop to give him a hand. It's just our nature, that's what we do. We help each other out all the time. If somebody needs help, you help them.
Without truckers, everything stops. So that's why we look up to it.
It just shows in the bush, when you get in a bit of a tight spot, people just come out of the woodwork to help you. It's good stuff. It's the way the Outback is.
Slowly, with Glenn and Scruffy's help, the truck comes back together.
The good news is Glenn's a traffic controller. You couldn't get it any luckier. If you needed 2 good blokes to come out of the bush and give you a hand, this is my lucky day. I've won the lottery.
Beautiful.
Well, I can't thank you for your help enough, Scruffy.
You know what it's like.
Well, that's that little job done.
Finally, Steve can push on.
That's Outback trucking. Sometimes things that look really bad turn good just because a couple of good blokes come along.
He's picking up a smashed-up truck. Then a second-hand ute.
We'll put this ute on with a big forklift. Hang on, mate. Hang on. Whoa.
It's going to be a tight fit.
That'll do. Righto, just come in gently there. Up. Whoa, mate. All right, just turn back out that way and just go to what? Hold it, mate. Just steady. Righto, just come in gently there. Just, whoa, watch the back. Just, that's it, straight in there, mate. Straight in. Hold it there, Cobber, hold it there. Okay, mate. Whoa. Down we go, mate.
Finally, the ute's down.
Beautiful.
And so is Steve's blood pressure.
It makes you shake your head sometimes. It's, you know, good blokes, best intentions in the world. But you're not in control of some things. You have to hand them over to people. And, well, you know, things aren't always done the way you would do them yourself, but...
Steve's set.
All right, I'm going to get my driving shoes on and get out of here. That's it, I'm loaded, finally.
Ahead, a massive 4-day return run to Perth,
We're finally heading west.
where his injured 4-legged mate Bella is patiently waiting.
I like to think that maybe I've got a good run in front of me today. I've got a low water level light showing. Bugger it. I need to pull up pretty quick and find out what's going on. It's serious, I don't know. I'll have to stop and find out. It's that wet off to the side, you just can't just pull off to the side anywhere here without bogging the thing. You've got to find a spot where you can pull up. Truck bay about now would be real handy.
In the Outback, truck bays are few and far between. It's 10 kilometres of torture.
500 metres, that's me.
Before Steve can finally pull up.
Quick, I ought to shut it off. I've got a major hemorrhage under there. I don't know what's going on, but... It's not good, whatever it is. Not good at all.
Still 3,600 kilometres from home.
It's a buggered water pump. Bugger it. Bugger it.
Steve's stranded.
And they're a shit of a change on the side of the road. It's a buggered water pump. It's the first time I've had one go with no warning. Bugger it. You usually get a bit of leakage out of these water pumps before they actually let go. But this one's let go.
Steve's had one piece of luck. He's broken down right next to a truck stop.
Can't believe that's a nice place to live while I get a water pump sent out to me. I'll pull my road train in there, get the sat phone out, and get a water pump on the road. The amenities in this little breakdown area just... I've got everything. I've got picnic tables, I've got rubbish bins, I've got toilets. But all jokes aside, it's going to be an expensive repair.
Steve's staring at one lost day, possibly two, while he waits for a new water pump to be sent from Darwin, 400 kilometres away.
That's good, because my mate's going to pick it up, he's waiting for it, and he'll head on out.
It's a stoppage that could prove more expensive than just the truck repair bill.
He'll have it in Alice shortly. Not Alice, sorry, Katherine. Sorry, mate, I'm getting stressed.
He's heading west, where rain from a tropical cyclone has created an inland sea.
The customers who are involved with this all know that it's the wet season. They've all been given notice that I've got wet season problems.
The weather reports are predicting that conditions will get worse over the next few days.
No relief is expected from cyclonic rains that have cut highways in the state's northwest.
It's no time to be stranded.
Can't believe it. Today has not been a good one, Outback trucking.
Finally, after a long wait, a welcome sight.
It's the Outback, really. It's a north attitude or something. The way people just come out and help you when you're in the bush is just amazing. How are you, Dane? Good to see you, Cobber. Good to see you. You're broken down, you're on the side of the road, you're 100 kilometres out, and an hour after that red light coming on my dashboard, my gear's on the way.
Steve's still confident the mechanic can have this fixed quickly.
Yep, there she goes, straight out the bottom. Running out? Yep.
But the mechanic's not so sure.
It's coming out of the telltale. You put your hand on there, you'll feel it.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It's unreal, isn't it? You're like...
Never seen it.
Never, nor have I. That's what I said, you know. I started having second thoughts, did I misdiagnose?
The only thing they're sure of is that this isn't going to be a quick fix.
He's got a slight hiccup now. He's got to pull the whole assembly out. Filter housing won't separate from the water pump, so the whole lot's going to come out, which might need me helping him, and that's scraping the bottom of the barrel a bit. I've got faith in him.
There we go.
You've done well, mate. You've done fucking well.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Next problem is detaching the water pump from its housing.
Just get that housing off.
Water pumps are an on-the-shelf part, but this housing behind it, the water pump bolts to, would be, you know, I don't even want to think about it. Might be Ring America.
He's not budging.
So we can't afford to do any damage to that whatsoever.
Gonna pop back in.
It's rubber. Whatever it is, it's rubber. It's gasket cement or something. It's rolled over the edge, mate. That water pump should just pull off the housing, but it just hasn't. There's a bit of rubber, a bit of gasket cement or something in there. It's gone over the edge of the sleeve and is hanging onto it.
Probably didn't have much chance of getting it off on there.
No.
When gentle force doesn't work, Steve has the idea of using straps to pull at both ends.
Let's see if we can get the thing to come apart.
But it's not budging.
Same as he's always been. No more. The only way to get it out's melt it out. So the jobs grow, and all these jobs grow. You can do without this. The costs that are involved in all of this really chew into, you know, what would have been a nice run home. We got a big problem pulling this apart. Damien's going to have to take it back to town where he's got oxy, and that hurts me. Might hurt him too. He's probably got a lot of other jobs to get to, but I'll sit here with the gear tonight, and hopefully he turns up in the morning. He can't leave me on the side of the road to die, so he is going to come back. I probably would have enjoyed a nice cold beer tonight, but my fridge has been off while we've had the alternator off, so that's probably gone by the wayside too. Today has not been a good one.
After a frustrating day and night at a standstill, Steve Graham is crossing his fingers his mechanic has fixed his water pump problem.
He got the other bit apart last night with heat, so I'm confident today's going to be a better day. I was sitting out here last night thinking about it. You can do without this, but it'll go in the maintenance log and the truck will keep working another 500,000 k's with this water pump, touch wood. So, here we go. Damien's just got here. It was spooking me a bit yesterday when he was encountering the problems pulling it apart. You know, he hadn't struck that before with one of those pumps, and nor had I hadn't seen it, so yeah, that worries you a bit. But looking at what he's brought out this morning and putting together, it all looks good now.
Have you ever played that game Tetris? This is about what I'm trying to get here.
It's always they're a bastard of a thing to get in there. It's always a bit scary when you're doing them at the roadside. You just can't turn around and grab consumables off the shelf. We're -1 gasket here. I'll just find the old breakfast cereal box, I think, make a gasket out of it. Nutrigrain. Well, there you go. That's it's a breakfast cereal packet gasket, that. How's that, Chief?
Perfect.
It's got plenty of vitamins and all. Yeah, that's a good one. It's got love.
Well, that'll go forever.
Should be a good one. It's a champion's breakfast tucker.
The cereal box gasket fits, but will it work?
Damien's just having his last final look. I'll give her a start. I'll try and bring her up to operating temperature and the thermostat's open. Hopefully there'll be no leaks.
This breakdown has robbed Steve of nearly 2 full driving days. He can't afford any more.
Fingers crossed, Outback trucking. You good? I'll take her up to 1,500. I believe the thermostat's opened. It's come up to 70 degrees. Sitting in here, it appears to have gone to plan. I'll go outside and have a look, see if anything's coming out the bottom. Hopefully it's good.
All dry and running like a dream.
Much appreciated, mate. We'll do that.
Not a problem, anytime.
Thanks, Damo.
2 solitary days broken down by the roadside remind Steve of his dog and faithful travelling mate, Bella, lying injured back in Perth.
The dog would have enjoyed this little bit of a stop here. Bella would have had a lot of fun here. Park, things to play with. She would have enjoyed this bit of a breakdown. She'll be happy to see me get home, I'm quite sure. I've got to get on with my business of trucking now. I've got people looking for their freight, and of course the weather's still building. The weather hasn't gone away.
Still a day's drive from the coastal community of Broome, Steve has no idea just how bad the trouble is.
I've been out of touch for a day, sitting broken down back there. It'll be interesting to see what the water situation's like further down towards Broome, where the trouble's supposed to be.
The deluge from a tropical cyclone has caused havoc. This isn't the sea. It's a highway. And Steve's heading straight for it.
Well, there's the river down there on my right again. I can't see any crocs there today. The water's fairly flowing through here. It's pouring through, coming up to the West Australian border, which is good. It means I've only got just a bit over 3,000 kilometres to get home. The downside is dealing with home state bureaucracy.
A brush with authorities is the last thing he needs.
There's aspects of it they may not like. There's some road dirt on one of the vehicles, and that second-hand pipe on the back trailer might raise some eyebrows, but I'll find out when I get down here. I'm just coming up to it now. That was a stress yawn.
These are necessary stops, but always nervous ones for truckers.
How are you? If I haven't got any done, I'll have to do it.
The inspection is taking longer than Steve hoped, which could be a bad sign. In the office, more questions.
Is that oil site stuff getting down to Perth or...?
Yep, all going to Perth, mate.
Yeah, just right down to Perth is the location. It's just the car, the truck, some construction steel or something?
That's it, mate.
All good. Have a good day.
Thanks, Cobber. It's a pleasure to do business with people like that. And here we are in the home state. It's like coming home. It's always good to be here. It's a relief to get out of the desert country and look at some vista, some scenery. It's a pleasure. So it's good to be home, but the downside is apparently this is where all the water is. There's a bit of mist off the river. They're blowing a bit of water out.
Steve knows this road well, and he's seeing signs of trouble up ahead.
Oh, the river's pretty swollen down here. There's a lot of water in it down here. You're getting king tide. It's not far down there to the ocean. It blocks all that water, and it runs back, and all this country here, out here, goes underwater.
Water on the roadside. Water in the sky.
It's also looking ominous down here to the west. My old leg's been giving me a bit of curry. That's where the damage is to the road, is down there to the west. And I don't know how much rain it would take to wash this out again, but the country's all wet. It's all very soft out there. You wouldn't want to be out there.
The big wet has washed away whole sections of the highway.
This is where that road was washed out. The boys have got right into it. You can see where it's completely washed away here. That water must have been roaring through here to rip all this out. It must have been a hell of a flow. And as you can see, it ripped it out for a fair way. You can see what's left of the water out there, and you can see where it roared across there. You wouldn't have wanted to be here on the road when it came through. That's that little obstacle out of the way.
Steve's been warned it'll be a different story as he approaches the coast.
My old knee's telling me I'm going to hit some rain really, really soon. This is starting to look pretty nasty, this thing up in front. This could be swirling its way up into being one of those big supercells. A lot of energy in there, a lot of horsepower. It's scary to say the least, looking at that stuff off the edge of it. I've seen these things out Millenjetty Way and that, and just blew a little place to pieces where we were once. It's like driving up to a wall. I just hope it's not an absolute wall of water that I can't see through.
The signs are already ominous.
I'll be jumping puddles all the way into Broome now. It's just come out of this downpour. It's dumping on top of us. How are you, mate? Yeah, not bad. Where's all this water come from? This shower this afternoon?
Yeah, you was tired this morning.
Unreal, eh?
Water on the road is one thing. Washouts, where the current has hollowed out under the road surface, are more worrying.
See, there's bits broken away there. That's why I'm just going steady. I'm in it. This is a slightly deeper hole. Just line up the middle of the road and idle through these ones. This is a bit deeper, definitely. Oh, and see, a bit just broke away underneath me there. The road's cracked away there. She's gone. The road base is soft. The road base is rotten underneath this road. Of course, as the flows get deeper, they get faster, and then you've got the old flotation problem. See, this one's a bit deep. You've got a big heap of tyres on your trailers, spares in the rack. Your toolboxes are like little boats. If you're empty on fuel, you've got huge flotation with fuel tanks and air tanks, and they'll just lift everything up, get your traction off the road, and if you've got a current running, you're gone. But that was deep enough to float a car, that one.
After being on the road for more than a month, Steve's only a couple of days from home.
It's Plenty of water out here. This sort of water I don't rush through.
If he can get through.
There's a lot of it. They closed the road and I got no choice to wait because my only other option would be to go 2,000 kilometres back to the Stewart Highway, 3,000 kilometres down to Port Augusta and then 3,000 k's home. It would be an 8,000 kilometre detour.
And it's getting worse.
Looks a bit deeper than what I thought too, looking at that car. Just try and pick up that white line. I don't like getting too close to the edge. There's a fair bit of broken pavement down there. If there's holes been developed and chewed up into that road and it's just marsh underneath, well, you'll sink her. Sorry, mate, sorry. The road surface is gone on the right-hand side. And this bloke coming towards me is going to want his half of the road, but I want my half of the road.
It's no place for a game of chicken.
You got a copy in that northbound truck coming towards the road train?
But there's no radio contact.
I was trying to tell him to wait back there. You can see where the water's broken here, the pavement's gone. I've got past where the pavement's broken, so he's basically on his own. And see, he's going a bit far to the left, he's going a bit far to the left. Oh, he's going way too far to the left. He needs to stop. And he just realised he's just stopped. As far as you can see, it's just water. Miles and miles of it. It's really humorous, really. I used to be a steering wheel attendant. Now I feel like I'm a sea captain. And of course, when it's like this, the crocs all move around. They travel around with the water, so you want to make sure you've got an eye open if you want to get out in there and check your wheel nuts or something.
Floods, crocs, broken water pumps.
You can't rush it, you just got to take your time.
6,000 kilometres behind the wheel, and Steve is finally through the worst.
Well, I reckon that's it. I reckon that's the job done. I'm on the home run.
Homeward bound to reunite with his faithful hound.
It's been interesting travelling out without my little four-legged mate, and I think she'll be pretty happy to hear that this truck's rolling down the hill. I'm just nearly home now. It'll be interesting to see. Kathy's got the dog in the ute, so she can't hear the truck coming and do something silly. The truck will be more than happy to see the shed, and I'll be more than happy to have a shower and see my own bed for a change. There's a ute there, and there might be a little doggy sitting in it. Let her out, Kat. Hello, doggy. Hey? Hey, what are you up to, little mutt? Hey? Hello, doggy. Oh, well. Well, give us a look at you. A lot better, aren't you? Hey, Kathy's looked after you, hasn't she? Hey? Looks like she wants to go trucking.
In Australia's tropics, dirt roads can be dusty one day and a muddy bog the next. For most truckers, this punishing wilderness is your worst enemy.
It's sort of like the last frontier.
But for 67-year-old Dennis Dent, it's an old friend.
It's just like driving a motor car, really.
As the going gets tough, most truckers are getting out, while just one man and his rig are driving in.
It's always the same. It's always the last there you go.
After years of deliveries, clients have become close mates.
It's like a big family in the Cape to me. I love the people up there and I enjoy what I'm doing. I've been on up for nearly 42 years now. I guess I'm an old fella, so that's what they call me.
Experience earned Dennis his nickname and his reputation.
They say that if the old fella can't get through, just wasting your time having a go.
But you can't fight nature. The Cape has a 5-month tropical wet season.
Once that comes in, mate, you just get downpours for days. It just rains and rains and rains.
Each year, flash flooding closes the only road in and out of the area.
Another road, but it changes all the time. It changes every week.
Once the road floods, remote communities can be cut off for up to 5 months.
If it was a dry season, we don't have to worry too much. But it's not, it's a wet season, so it's like playing Russian roulette.
With rain due, the road could close any day now.
It's getting very close. So our customers wait until it starts raining and we panic and want to order stuff to get it in there. But we get that every year, so we're used to it.
To deliver his load, Dennis is putting his faithful Mercedes truck on the line.
You might have to leave your truck in there over the wet if you bog it that bad. It's got to stay there until after the wet season.
Together, they've been taking on extreme conditions for over 15 years.
We've got a really strong motor and they'll go places where other trucks won't go.
But if the weather changes, it could be stranded in the Cape.
Nobody likes to be leaving vehicles up in the middle of nowhere for months and months and months. There's not much left by the time we go back.
Left to the elements, it could mean the end of his truck altogether. It's 3:40 a.m. in Queensland.
Be careful.
Oh.
Dennis Dent is leaving early to try and stay ahead of the weather. But just a few hours into the journey, his truck alerts him to a battery problem.
The lights start flickering, that means it's not charging, you know?
It's a bad start to a long trip. The alternator is a crucial part of the truck's electrical system.
Supplies the power for the lights and the battery.
If Dennis can't fix it, it could end his trip.
Bloody batteries are dead flat, you won't be able to start.
He's hoping the fault is just mud on his alternator brushes, which help charge the truck's battery. He needs to quickly find a replacement. It's early days, but already the whole trip hangs on one tiny spare part.
Looks like I'll fix the problem.
With the truck back to full health, Dennis can push on. Soon, the road to Cape York is ahead. With the wet season due, it's one-way traffic, apart from Dennis.
It's always the same, always the luck. There you go.
If the rains arrive, Dennis risks getting stranded.
When the wet comes on these roads, it just deteriorates so quickly.
Information about what's ahead is priceless. Out of phone range, Dennis is relying on his fellow truckers.
Other truck drivers coming down, tell you about bad spots or what's happening.
And the news isn't good.
There's rain there yesterday, storm and a weeper there yesterday, I don't know.
Getting a bit of rain up there. What about down the track?
Halfway through a vital report, the radio's out of range. Dennis is heading into the unknown.
Did it keep it away from the rocks so the rocks don't slice the tyres? You've got to get the revs right, the gear right, you've got to time it to perfection.
Hit the steep drops too slowly and he'll get bogged going up the other side. Too fast and he risks serious damage to his truck.
You don't want to slam him down in the creek.
The final river crossing is the steepest.
Always worry about this crossing.
Dennis has been bogged here before.
I've been stuck on it for a long time. But, you know, many trips as you do in here, you always worry about it. Make your heart pump.
Finally through the worst, Dennis's first delivery is just ahead in Lockhart River. Thanks to him, contractor Steve Spencer can continue building work all year round.
Well, come the wet season, the roads are closed. We rely on them. It's what we need to get gear up here. We're batching concrete flat out, so without the powder, there's no building going on throughout the wet. We'll probably get an arvo storm and hopefully it doesn't mess the road up too much.
With a storm forecast for later, Dennis's work is far from over. For the return journey, he's picking up 2 20-ton steamrollers. It's a simple job, or at least it should be.
It's dead.
He's out of phone range and running out of patience.
This happens all the time in the bush. They don't give a you know, they don't come out to help you load the
Things are going from bad to worse. He's been given the wrong key. With an afternoon storm on the way, Dennis needs to get moving. Time to go back to basics.
Instruction manual.
Hopefully, a little mechanical nous will sort it.
All right. Now we got action.
Fully loaded, Dennis is hauling nearly 60 tonnes. When the rain comes, these roads can turn into muddy bogs. But the dry, dusty soil can be just as slippery. Hauling a heavy load up a series of steep hills is a recipe for getting dry bog.
Lose traction, wheel starts spinning, and that's the end of it.
But it's Dennis's only way out. Ahead is the steepest of the bunch. He's been stuck here before. To get up it, Dennis must get the power down. And fight the road for every metre. Hauling 60 tonnes of dead weight. It's a battle even Dennis can't win.
I I didn't think I'd get over here, eh?
He needs to get out fast
What a day.
before any rain can turn dust to mud. He's in luck. 2 empty mining trucks have arrived. If they can get ahead of Dennis, they should be able to tow him out.
This steep little hill that's past.
The hills claimed another victim. And now, the road's completely blocked.
And this is steep here and it's loose.
Daylight's fading fast and rain's due. The stranded trucks must get out before dark. A passing 4-wheel drive volunteers to help. It's up to a 2.5-ton car to haul a 30-ton road train free. It's a long shot.
Righto, go. Go.
But their only chance.
No, mate. Go up and take the slack up on the train.
The empty mine truck has made it. But with 60 tons on board, pulling Dennis out will be a heavyweight battle. 2 mine trucks are now lined up in front of him. It's down to them to pull Dennis out. All hope rests on a single chain.
Just don't stand too close because if this chain snaps, it'll cut your head off.
The high-tension line has to pull 60 tons.
Steady. A little bit more trouble.
But it's just too much.
I broke the chain, mate.
It's a disaster. The rain is imminent. Dennis needs to give the chain one more try, or risk his truck getting stranded here for months.
Here you go.
Together, the 3 truckers have made it. Finally, Dennis is heading home.
Enjoy your trip home, mate.
It'll be better when we get the out of here.
He's risked the weather, battled the mud and the dust in some of the toughest wilderness in Australia. But out here is where Outback legends are made.
I hate doing this. Always worried I'm going to jam my fingers or break something. He's going to get cranky now.
Don't go laughing about it.
I didn't mean to. It wasn't my fault it happened. It hit there and it snapped.
Me, Danielle.
It's too f***ing heavy.
You lifted it every other
I
time.
can't lift that one. Fucking hell. And it looked like it was high enough.
It so wasn't my fault. Got it. What a mission.
Deep in the Australian wilderness, the water driller family, husband and wife team Anthony and Danielle,
Can't go too fast.
their 6-year-old son Heath, 1-year-old Theo, and teacher and nanny Laura are on one of their toughest jobs ever.
We are off to the first hole, so hopefully we get to it.
For Danielle, it's particularly hard, juggling roles and stepping up to drive the second truck.
It's been a bit hectic being a mother of 2 now on the road, travelling all the time.
Where they're heading has been hit by an unusually long dry season.
Yeah, it's been a pretty tough year for them up here. Like, they're sort of doing it a bit tough.
Cattle station owners are in desperate need of the water driller's expertise, finding water.
You know, water's something you need, you know, like you can live without electricity, but you don't have water, you don't survive.
There's no guarantee they'll find what they're looking for, and no guarantee they'll even make it there.
It's a bit bumpy, this road.
Because you've got so much weight back there, you're trying to drag it up the hill, and then you get the corrugations in here.
If anything goes wrong, they're 170 kilometres from the nearest help. To add to the challenge, the water driller's convoy is massive, a total weight of 140 tonnes and just under 100 metres long. 2 prime movers, 6 trailers, a drilling rig, more than 1,000 metres of casing pipes and 4 shipping containers converted into living quarters to house the travelling roadshow of 5.
Oh, looks like there's a bit of water here. Oh, God. And I've got to stop. And we're stuck. I am stuck. It just sank. Like, it's up to the top of the tyre. How does he expect me to get through that? Pulled me right in. The other side's not even touching. You want me to dig some of that out?
What?
Dig some of that out?
Okay, bro, if you want to.
What, will it help?
So Borsite's only about another K up here further. So we'll try and get this truck in. There should be a loader there, and then we'll come back and pull her out. We should be right to keep going then.
The rescue vehicle may only be 1 kilometre away, but it involves a series of bends and dirt hills known as jump-ups.
We've got a bit of a jump up coming up here. I don't know how we'll go with it, but we'll find out.
Now, Anthony's truck, weighing in at 60 tonnes, is also bogged. With both of their trucks down, it's a disaster.
We're held up, you know, it's costing us money too, you know, so at the end of the day, if everything goes smoothly, it's pretty good, but yeah, afraid we're not in a perfect world, so it doesn't happen that way.
Anthony desperately needs the 200 horsepowered front-end loader to pull him out.
Talking fell on the loader a half hour ago, so he shouldn't be far away. We'll go back and see if we can pull them trucks out. Loader's coming down now. We'll just hook this rope up, see how we go.
Yeah, I'm going to let the bosses do this one for me. Dragged a bit. we're stuck there.
So they're bringing the loader up here now, so we'll hook it on the front here and get a bit of a pull up here.
With both trucks up and out, they finally reached the drill site. With half a day lost, time to dig deep.
We're down 54 metres now, and we should hit water if we've got water here around that 70 metres. So yeah, it was a big day, but we should be back on track again tomorrow, so all's looking good. What do you want? Here, come and get your Tonka truck.
Next morning, the drill's now down to over 100 metres, but still, there's no sign of water. But that's not what has the family worried.
Danielle and Anthony woke up at 1 o'clock to Theo with a temperature, and he was really hot, sweaty, shaking.
Theo's sudden fever, common to children under 5, can lead to distressing convulsion fits, which can last for up to 5 minutes.
So I'm just a bit worried, trying to get his temperature down so he doesn't have any febrile convulsions. Good boy. Good boy.
Yummy.
If his condition worsens, he'll need medical assistance, and that's 170 kilometres away.
Hi, this is Danielle Haig speaking, and I have a 1-year-old, and he's been spiking temps all morning. His respiratory rate's high. He's been vomiting. I'm just not sure whether I should bring him in there or not. I rang the clinic in Borroloola. They think I should bring him in. Well, obviously, kids come first, no matter what, you know, over work, over money, over all of that, you know.
We'll see how he goes tonight, and if he's no better, I think Danielle's going to take him in to the clinic. And then if Danielle goes, well, yeah, I sort of just got to put tools down for a while. And
while they monitor Theo's condition, the drilling continues.
Man, it's so stinking hot.
But then, when things are looking their worst...
Yeah! Look at all that water! Yeah!
pretty good supply here, getting about 5-6 litres a second. So we drilled 115 metres of total depth. The station should be pretty happy with that one.
And there's more good news. Theo's temperatures dropped to normal levels.
He's happy now, so we'll keep him here. Here we play on the bobcat.
Time for the drillers to pack up and head to the final bore site.
Yeah, next site is only about 10k back the same way we came in. Shouldn't be too bad going the other way, so we should be right. Lost power, motor shut down, so we'll have a bit of a look here and see what's happening.
Having survived Theo's sickness and being bogged twice, now Anthony's truck engine has died.
I have no idea what he's doing. Must be pulling something.
To get Anthony's 60-ton truck out, he'll need Danielle to tow him.
So would you like to enlighten me as to what's going on?
I'm going to tow you up there.
How can he pull that much weight?
Oh, let the clutch out and let the truck pull it.
Well, you've already got, like, how many ton behind you, and then...
So what, Danielle?
I'm just asking, dickhead. Like, maybe if you make things a little bit more clear and just go, I'm just going to pull you up there.
What happens when we use a stiff bar and push the other truck out of the bog?
But the other one's still got some power with it.
Hop in.
Can you give me some instructions first?
Rookie driver Danielle will steer the broken-down truck with no brakes, gears, engine or power steering.
Don't tell me I have to listen to that the whole time.
You right?
Yeah, that other cord is hanging down.
All right, just don't run over it. The other board's got your hand, which so it can be towed along.
Yeah, well, I'll try and not run over it. This is just crazy shit. Oh man, my palms are sweating that much. My heart is racing.
60 tonnes, 44 metres in length. It's a long 2 kilometres to get to the final hole.
Well, by this breaking down today, we've literally just wasted a day. Like it's, I don't even know what time it is now, but I'm pretty sure it's close.
Ready for the next gear?
What?
You ready to go up again?
No, not really. Was he joking? I don't want to go any faster. Absolutely terrifies me. This shit just doesn't happen. How far we got to go doing this?
About 2K, 2.5K maybe.
Oh, that's all right, sweet.
Danielle steering a broken down truck with no air conditioning.
Yeah, it was 43 degrees outside today and we now have no aircon, not even a breeze blowing through. Oh, it's hot. We just have like the worst luck. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't even know how he's going to fix it. This must be it. Made it. You know, I wasn't going to have an alcoholic beverage tonight, but I think I'll drink a whole bottle of wine instead.
This is the last hole here at Malapanya. Hopefully we get a good result here today.
The job is almost over. A huge relief for a family that's been on the road working for 8 months. But if they can't fix Anthony's truck, it will be marooned here throughout the 6-month wet season, risking their entire business.
Is there a mechanic or something on station?
Morgan's mechanic.
Is he here? Bloody hope so.
Don't want to get stuck here in this black soil over the wet. Otherwise we won't get it out at all. Hopefully we get it going and all's good.
The station mechanic, Gibson Burke, arrives.
Did it like die out or did it bloody just...
Didn't cough or sputter, it just died out.
He suspects it's an electrical problem.
There's probably 10,000 wires in that truck, so...
Oh, mate, at the end of the day with wiring, like you could be here for the next 2 days looking for one broken wire. But hopefully we won't have that.
We're a 10-hour drive to Darwin, so if you had to get a part, you know, well, there's 2 days driving. Yeah, so fingers crossed we'll get it fixed and we can keep moving to the next place.
At the bore site, there's a small sign of hope.
Yeah, I think we've got a little bit of moisture happening there now.
But it's short-lived.
That's enough of that water. Wouldn't be enough for you and me to survive.
Anthony's hit water, but it's nowhere near enough.
Yeah, absolutely. It's disappointing not getting water. There's water there, just not enough.
It may not be enough, but the driller's job here is done.
Righto, everything's sorted.
Meanwhile, back at the truck, there's good news.
He's confident.
Yeah, I'll tell you in 5 minutes. Again?
Just that fuse holder?
A $65,000 engine, broken down because of a melted $2 plastic fuse holder.
Too easy. Thank you. Thank you.
The water drillers are ready to take on the next job and the dirt road once again.
Just getting ready for a day's work. Always got to have your lip gloss handy. Doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. If you look your best, you feel your best.